It took me a surprisingly long time to get my hands on some Cosmic Runes. I had to cast over 2,000 casts before I got my first Cosmic Runes, but I did get them and was able to enchant my my Sapphire Amulet into a Magic Amulet. I got 45 Magic, which allows me to teleport to Camelot and pretty much unlocks every teleport I could possibly need. Only problem is laws are kind of hard to come by, but I got a couple from the Moss Giants, as well as some decent seeds and some decent herbs. The herbs, not so much, but I got a Snapdragon and a Ranar seed, which is going to prove to be beneficial later on when I start farming. I decided to start getting my Hunter up, and the first thing I did, obviously, was get my Hunter from 9 to 19 on the Crimson Swifts. There's another cat traded in for the 200 Death Runes, so now I'm up to 1k Death Runes. Oh man, who's this rad-looking lad? Oh shit, it's the world-famous Logout. What could he possibly be here for? Oh, a bond, wow. What a random nice act of kindness from Mr. Logout. Oh, a second bond, wow. What a nice guy. The world-famous Logout, coming in the clutch to give me some free membership. Thanks, dude. Alright, let's redeem these here. 2 bonds for 29 days, confirm. Looks like we got a whole another month ahead of us, boys. So Hunter is unfortunately one of my least favorite skills next to Agility. So getting 29 Hunter was quite a pain, but I did get that and it didn't take too long. After that, I collected a bunch of planks at the Barbarian Assault place, and those will obviously be used for construction later. So according to this guide, I've got to get to 58 fishing, and I'm 48 right now. And I'm not sure why I need to get 58, but if this guide says so, and this guide was made by a dude who's a maxed Ironman, so obviously I'll take his word for it more than my own. But I've got to get 10 more levels, and I'm not exactly sure how much XP that is, but I know I'm going to be here probably for a couple hours. So I figured while I'm doing that, I'm going to AFK Gargoyles on my main, and they got buffed. And I knew they got buffed, but I didn't know how much better they became. But, like, they're really, really, really fucking good. And so I figured while I'm fishing on this account, I'll AFK on there and try to make some bond money for this account. And at the same time, I'll be training my defense up because as you can see here on Logout, I am 98 defense. And I gotta alch something real quick. Well, I can drop this vial. But I'm 98 defense, and I'm like a million XP away from leveling. So this I think is like 60 to 70k XP an hour. So I mean, it would take about 12-13 hours to get to 99 defense, but this is really, really, really good money. After I kill this gargoyle, I'm gonna show you exactly how much money we're talking here. So I've been here for about 30 minutes, and I've been like not even hardly paying attention. Like, I've been pretty AFK, and they're unaggressive to me right now. So I've made about 400k in 30 minutes. So these, just like paying literally like an ounce of attention. And I'm making 400k every 30 minutes, so about 800k an hour. So that's pretty good. And a bond, I don't know how much. I think they're like a little over 3 mil. So I'll be able to make probably enough money for a bond by the time I get to 58 fishing, or it'll be really close. So on top of that, I'll be getting, some pretty rad defense XP. So should be maxing combat fairly soon on that account. I don't know if I'm going to continue at Gargoyles after I finish fishing, or if I'll just AFK Nightmare Zone or something. So I believe I've figured out why I need the 58 fishing, and that's so I can catch leaping salmon. And that will be pretty good for training. It's really good fishing XP, barbarian fishing. I actually got 99 fishing from barbarian fishing on my main account pre-EOC, like back years and years ago. Because I know a lot of people don't know, but I'm actually on RS3. My account's actually maxed except for divination and invention. And that's because I quit way before those came out. I mean, I got up to like 80 divination, I think, but I stopped caring after I got there because I really didn't care about getting 99. And I actually had, I was actually maxed when the comp cape first came out. So I got all the 99s back when it was hard, and I know I sound like a fucking hipster here, but I am very proud of that because, you know, it was a pretty big accomplishment for me. And like, I don't know, I like to brag about it sometimes, and I know it's probably douchey, but I don't give a fuck. But yeah, the 58 fishing gets me the salmon for barbarian fishing, and I'm not sure the XP per hour when you can just catch the trout and salmon, but I know when you get to 70 fishing, the XP per hour is like 70 to 80k if you 3-tick. So it's pretty damn good experience, and you know, once I eventually have to get 99 on this account because I want to max this account, it'll be very beneficial for me. So I decided to stop at 53 fishing because that's the requirement for the Heroes quest. And I know I need 58 to start catching the leaping salmon at the Barbarian Assault place. But I decided I'll get that later because I don't really need the fishing right now. I mean, obviously I'm going to when I go for 99, but I'm not going for 99 right now. So kind of just decided to stop there because it's the requirement for the Heroes quest. But after that, I started cooking my salmon and trout, and while I was cooking, I was chatting with a couple people at the Rogue's Den where we cook at, and there was a guy named PK God Old One, a guy named Temp Name 1682, and then there was another guy named Lucas C 455, and they were all just hanging out, and we were all just chatting, having a good time. So I told them that, or one of the guys knew I made videos, and then they started checking my videos out, and so they was like, hey, you should shout us out in a video. So there you go, I did. So there we go, I've cooked all of the trout and salmon that I fished. I got very close to leveling, but I only got to 53, very close to 54. But I know you need something around like, I think it's 70, I believe, for a recipe for disaster. But I'm going to take a break from doing the fishing and cooking for now, and I'm going to try and get back and get on some quest grinding and get a couple more quests done. Alright, there we go. So now I officially have a house, which means I can start training construction. And also at the same time, it gives me a teleport to Remington, which will get me there faster for things like probably like Dragon Slayer and blah blah blah, whatever requires me to go to Remington. As well as for training construction, because I can use the guy there to unnote planks and stuff like that. So all in all, obviously unlocking construction is very beneficial. I don't know why I have to explain that, but I guess I do. And so I decided to head to the sawmill and buy a saw as well as steel nails and iron nails. Those obviously will be later used for construction as well. And the steel nails, I believe, I can't remember exactly how many is needed, but I know some are needed for Dragon Slayer. So I've got those, and probably will be starting construction soon. I'm not very sure, but according to the guide, I need to probably start getting my smithing up because it's going to want me to get a glory amulet soon to put in my house. So that obviously is going to require me to train some construction up. And now I'm starting the Rag and Bone Man quest. And the reason why I'm starting this now is because as I travel around RuneScape, I can kill the monsters that are required for this and get the bones that I need. There's quite a bit of bones, but as I'm traveling around in my adventures, I will encounter these several animals. And let me go to the Rag and Bone Man thing, see exactly what all I need. So I need, oh wow. Or wait, okay. So Goblin Skull, Bear Ribs, Big Frog. So yeah, as I'm traveling around in my adventures in RuneScape, I'll eventually collect all the bones. I'm not going to do it right away, but it is a process. Man, these things are ugly. Holy. Look at this thing. Look at his teeth, his yellow eyes. Jeez. Extremely ugly. And there we go. There's the Nature Spirit quest completed. I got 3k crafting XP, 2k hit points XP, and 2k defense XP. So I'll probably level some defense levels for sure. Let's see what we get. So 35 crafting, nice. Can make Broody shields. They don't really help me. 35 hit points, nice. And then 13 defense. Hell yeah. So that's a lot of defense levels there. So I went from 1 to 13 pretty quick. But we are now at 38 combat. And huge shout out. I know I'm good friends with with Soup as you superhero, third age film, blah blah blah, as you guys know him. But honestly, I'm gonna confess, I've been using Slayer Music 1's quest guides, so sorry Soup, I still love you. But big shout out to Slayer Music 1. His quest guides just make everything so much easier. The way I used to do quest guides is I used to read them off the RuneScape wiki and stuff, and it takes a lot longer because you have to read and then go do it, versus if you just play this video in the background while you're doing the quest, you get it done in a pretty significant quick amount of time. So big shout out to him, and that's another quest completed. And there's the Creature of Frankenstein or whatever quest complete for the 1000 Thieving XP. So I got started on collecting some of the bones for Rag and Bone Man, and I got me a unicorn bone. I got me some of the bear ribs, and then I also got the ram skull, and that's 3 down out of the way. After that, I completed the Elemental Workshop 2 quest, and this is like one of my favorite cutscenes in the game. You just get shocked out of your fucking mind, literally shocked out of your mind, and completed that quest. Got the 7.5k smithing XP, 7.5k crafting XP, which got me to 36 smithing as well as 38 crafting. And then I teleported to Falador, and I just decided to go ahead and get the Pirate's Treasure quest done for the 2 quest points. But now that we're starting back in Lumbridge, I've got to do some more things in Lumbridge. We're going to call it an episode here. It's episode 6 in the books. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I hope I will see you in the next episode. Peace.